going to do is I am going to add in my turkey mince, and I have a small confession to make. I couldn't get any turkey mince. If you're watching this in the future and you're able to get turkey mince, in the past there was something called bird flu, and it seems as though that there is no turkey mince anywhere at the moment. There's also no... And the meat does look as though it's really lovely and juicy and tender as well. So I'm just going to give this a little try now. Yeah, that's really nice. The meat is juicy and tender. The sweet potato is just fluffy and smooth and really... Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 3 videos a week on a Tuesday, Thursday and a Saturday at 7 AM. So if you love a recipe video like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious minced turkey, onion, veg and mashed potato. As I just mentioned, today I'm going to be making turkey, mince, onions, veg and mashed potato, and to start I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees. I'm going to cook the potatoes in the oven and then I'm going to remove the skins and make them into mashed potatoes. So all I've simply done is when I preheated the oven, I put the baking tray in as well, so the baking tray is nice and warm, and then I just pierced the potatoes with a knife, and all I'm going to do now is just put these in for about an hour or so, and then once they're cooked I'll take them out and leave them to cool. To start the process of cooking the vegetables and the onions and the turkey mince, what I've done is I've grabbed myself a large pan and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and then to that I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the base of the pan, and I'm going to leave that pan to heat up. The pan is heating up nicely, so what I'm going to do is I am going to add in 1 onion that I've peeled and sliced and diced, and I'm just going to pop that into the base of the pan like so, and I'm going to fry the onion until it starts to soften, and hopefully the onion will start to go a lovely golden brown colour as well. The onion has started to soften and it's also started to go a lovely golden brown colour as well. So this is the point where I like to add in my vegetables. So here I have peeled and grated 1 carrot, and I've also peeled and grated 1 courgette as well. You can slice and dice these if you want to. The reason I kind of peel and grate them is because my son is not a great vegetable lover. So if I grate it, then he kind of has to eat it with the mince, and also I try to hide it a little bit so he doesn't know it's in there. So yes, I'm going to fry these vegetables. These I don't really need to soften because I've grated them, they're already quite soft, so I'm just going to fry these for a further few minutes just to penetrate some heat through them and hopefully bring out some flavour in them as well. So I'm just going to continue to fry these vegetables. I have been frying the vegetables for a further few minutes, and I also turned down the heat a little bit because my pan was getting slightly too hot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my turkey mince, and I have a small confession to make. I couldn't get any turkey mince. If you're watching this in the future and you're able to get turkey mince, in the past there was something called bird flu, and it seems as though that there is no turkey mince anywhere at the moment. There's also no chicken mince either. The bird flu seems to be affecting the turkeys and the chickens. I normally buy my turkey mince online, but I just can't seem to get any at the moment. So instead I'm actually using pork mince. So I'm just going to add that to the bottom of my pan, and I'm going to fry the pork mince now until it goes a lovely golden brown colour. So I'm going to mix it in with all of the vegetables and just continue to fry this now. So the pork has gone a lovely golden brown colour, as you can see, and everything is well mixed together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in some herbs to this. So I have here some sage. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of dried sage to this recipe. And sage and pork go really well together. The sage kind of cuts out the fattiness of the pork. It's really nice. And I'm also going to add some rosemary to this as well. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of rosemary. And then I'm going to add some dried oregano as well, or oregano, depending on which continent you're standing on, as I always say in these videos. And then I'm also going to add about a teaspoon of thyme to this as well. And then I'm just going to mix these herbs in like so. Oh, that smells really nice now. And then I'm going to add some stock to this as well. In the original recipe I said about 200 ml of stock, but I don't think you'll need that much if you're using pork for this recipe. So I'm going to add in about 100 ml of stock. I'm going to bring that to the boil, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper as well. Salt and pepper to your taste. So you add as much or as little as you want. And then I'm also going to add in a little bit of pepper. My son likes things spicy, but he doesn't like it too spicy, so I always add little bits of everything in, basically, just to test him out on it. And then I'm just gonna mix these ingredients together like so. And I'm waiting for the potatoes to finish cooking. So while I'm waiting for the potatoes to finish cooking, I'm going to add in some green beans as well. These are frozen green beans, so they will take a wee bit longer to cook. As you can see, I'm not adding many in because I promised my son on the way to school that I wouldn't add as many as I did last time, because he's not a great fan of green beans either. So as long as I only add a little bit of everything, then I'm all right, I think. So yes, I promised him that I would only add a small handful of green beans. There is other veg in there as well, so I'm not too worried if he doesn't have any green beans, to be honest. But yeah, that's basically the turkey or pork mince cooked with the onions and the vegetables. And I'm just going to turn this down to a low heat, and I'm going to leave this to simmer. So I'm going to put the lid on loosely as well, and I'm just going to let everything simmer while the potatoes cook, and hopefully when I come back the meat will be lovely and juicy and tender. Potatoes have cooked, so I'm going to remove these from the oven and I'm going to leave them to cool. The potatoes have been cooling for a good half an hour, but I think they're still going to be quite warm, to be honest. I'm just going to cut this open and see how it is. It does feel still quite hot, but the skin is coming off beautifully. So I'm just going to put that into a bowl like so. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of knobs of butter to the sweet potato. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil as well. You can add oil or you can add milk if you want to. I would suggest only a little bit if you are making mashed sweet potato. And I'm just going to mash these ingredients together now. As you can see, my husband and son are having normal white potato, but I absolutely love sweet mashed potato, especially with a little bit of butter and olive oil. It is yummy. So I'm just going to continue to mash these together. I think that's done now. So I'm going to serve this up, and that will be our dinner done. I just thought I'd serve mine up before I serve the boys their meals. So I am going to just try this for you. It smells absolutely delicious, and the meat does look as though it's really lovely and juicy and tender as well. So I'm just going to give this a little try now. Yeah, that's really nice. The meat is juicy and tender. The sweet potato is just fluffy and smooth and really delicious as well. So I am really looking forward to my dinner now. That's how you make my delicious minced turkey, onion, veg and mashed potato, or minced pork even. Sorry about that again. And if you like this recipe, I will link it in the description box below for you. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having this for my dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.